Sorry I didn't show you the hinges being put on. That was a bit of a trial and a half. Take the door handle off this door, put it on the other one, because then I'll have to put do all latch work and everything. Then I can take that door down, put it into storage. Of course that'll go back on. When it comes time to sell. That's the old hole for when it opened out. I'm going to set it up the same height, so I'll transfer that around and then I can transfer that mark to the door and do the door handle first. Depending on your doors in your house, these can be set for 60mm on centre or 70mm on centre. Most of my doors are 60, so I have it sitting there. So that's the centre mark. So I then use this to mark where I'm going to drill the hole in the centre for this. Next thing you want, center line for the hole. I think this door's 35. Just 17.5. Straight bit. Chisel, which matches that. If you wonder what I just did, chiseling from both sides. Hold it still. When that happens. Bit of pain. Door to be right up against here. I should have set it right there. Storage shed is open because I had to drag out this 6-foot panel, because you can see that where I made the rail, my wife wants it to be 6 foot tall so that when you step out the kitchen door, the neighbours across the street can't see you standing there, because we're pretty isolated from all the neighbours, I think, when you come outdoors, just except for there. So I'm looking for some more hardwood timber to do. I'm going to replace this post. So I've got a 6-foot post up there, and then another rail across just like these. It's 6 foot up, and then a full piece of this can just go. Just had to scrounge around all of my timber. And I actually don't have much hardwood left anymore. I think I moved all the hardwood down to the school in the storeroom, or that storage shed. Back in the fires. The only thing I've got that's hardwood that's big enough is the one leftover sleeper up on the trailer. That's 2 inches thick. Timber all up there is 2x3s. And unfortunately, the piece I've got for the post isn't long enough to be the other crossbeam. Going to see if I can rip that hardwood sleeper down into 3-inch wide pieces. Use the handheld saw for it and see where I go from there. And pack this up a bit. I can't move. My wife just asked where I was up to because she wanted to change something. The way that I put the screens up, she didn't like it before. The way I've got the screen under the landing looks nice from the front, so she wants to look like that on the top, which means I've got to adjust a lot of the rails, move them on the inside of the frame. So these currently sit on the outside. I've got to move them into the inside. And the other post will go there, inside. Got to do one up higher. Move that one in. which means I've got to move these back. Okay, so I've kept working. It's 8:30 and I've just finished. I know 8 o'clock is it's meant to be the time for tools down, but I just had a couple of screws to get in for the final part. So although it looks ugly with the screen door open against it, that's just so Sam can come through the dog door. I ended up putting a brand new post up against the wall, up against the brick wall. Another rail right up the top there, and attached 6 foot by 3 foot section of that hardwood screening on the outside, so I moved all the rails on the inside. But yeah, that provides screening, so if you come out and stand on the deck landing, nobody from the street can really see you. They might see your outline behind the lines, but they won't really see you. And so, place is a bit of a disaster zone. I've still got shit open to grab a bit of timber, didn't really use much. I'll close it up. And all my tools are sort of out and all over the place and out of their bags, and let's put the clamps there. I just need to pack up. I've been grabbing different things because I also got that door installed. I got the door installed on the landing. It's a success. Sam loves the little door. He comes in and out through onto the landing. That took a while, but it was so good once I got it all set up and got the hinges on. When I opened the door out to put the hinges onto the actual door jamb, and I closed it and it shut, it felt so good. It's been a really hot day. I've been working in stuff that isn't my regular work around the house yard gear. Good thing is about getting the door done and this other job done, I'm glad I kept going and got that finished. I don't know if it's meant to be hot tomorrow, but I should be able to get the yard mowed or weed whacked so that Sam will feel good about going out in it again, because I know it's so long he doesn't want to move around. I'll continue packing up. Just chopping the bamboo out. Some of the runners came up and I wasn't actually trying to, I was just trying to chop the bamboo down. That wind is super hot. It's like this heat wave weekend. And they come out a bit later, weed whack around. After putting the new back door on the porch, I need to sort of clean it down and debug it. And we're going to put some fly screen around it so you can see that, because the Aussies are here are bad. At the moment I've almost got it in live working on the landing. That's been shortened. I think it looks pretty good in terms of redoing, and I've got to do another rail for there because the old one was too short. And one of those seats, this one, broken, so I would think of something for the top of it. And I've got to redo the base there because it's got all rusty. That's good. Good weekend. Well, got around there done. I've got that upper section done except for that which is all rocky. And I've got about halfway down the yard. And then I ran out of fuel. And when I came back up and filled it up, it didn't want to start again. So I went out and raked all those little piles where, so now I'm just packing up because it's almost 7:30, too late to be trying to start it up again.